Hey YouTube, it's Afia Santo and I'm here with a video on how you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made when I was natural. And these are not even mistakes that you make when you first go natural. These are kind of mistakes that I've made, at least for me, that I've made along the way. So I wanted to share with you guys so you guys don't do it because we all want long hair. It's 2018, whatever. So let's do it. Let's get right into the video. So like I said, it's 2018. I know we all have New Year's resolutions that we want to complete. Some of them I know might include hair. So I wrote down a couple of things. I was thinking, what are some mistakes along the way? What is something that I want to tell people don't ever do if I had the chance, if I had the outlet? So here we go. The first thing is when you get weaves. I haven't had a sewn in weave in a long time, and this is the reason. When you get weaves, try not to, if you do it yourself, try not to be rough on the edges. If you have somebody else do it, please speak up and tell them not to be rough on the edges. Like 2014, I was like maybe 2 years natural at the time, or going on 3 years natural, and I got a sew in, and it was it looked really good. It was a natural weave, whatever. I can provide a picture, doesn't really matter, that's not the point. The point is that it was really rough on my edges. I didn't really speak up when I was getting it done, and it kind of pulled out my edges. Also, in my first video about like my natural hair journey, I have pictures of how my edges fell out. Now I can happily say that they're back and they're strong. But it was like a rough couple of months that I went through to try and get them back to how it was. And eventually it was like a year before it got to the length of the rest of my hair. So just to avoid all the headache, avoid all that stress, just don't even do it. Don't even get a rough like weave on your edges. Just try and be calm. And this goes for crochet braids as well. When you're doing it on yourself, be a little less harsh on the edges. And then if somebody's doing it, just don't be afraid to speak up. The second one that I've noticed, and this was fairly recent for me actually, is not trimming when I need to be trimmed, when my hair needs to be trimmed. And I kind of know. So you kind of know when your hair needs to be trimmed when you've gotten enough trims in your life, I could say, or if you've done it yourself. Your hair just gets, when you do braid outs or twist outs, the ends just look straggly. Your hair doesn't separate as much. It doesn't detangle as well. You kind of know. So for me, I kind of knew. I was just like, I was trying to, retain all this length. There were some YouTubers that said, oh, I never trim my hair. I trim like once a year, blah, blah, blah. Or I trim when needed, which is great. But you have to just realize when it's needed for you. I think I was kind of in denial of that, and now as part of my resolution, I want to be a little bit more mindful. When I need to trim, go get it. I'm not just gonna go because, and I also feel like I just want to do it professionally from here on out, because I'm not a professional, so I don't know what it looks like. So just leave it to them. I can always, part of it was cost for me, but I can always just blow out my own hair, do all that stuff, and just go into the store and just ask them to trim it for me. So that's my plan for right now. So number 2, make sure you just get a trim and don't listen to anybody's timeline. Just do it for you. You know when your hair needs it. You know where your hair is acting different. So just do it on that. That's my suggestion. Number 3, okay, at home coloring. That is just a big, just no, don't do it. If I can tell you 1,000 times, please just don't do it. So I did it twice actually. I didn't learn the first time. I did it twice. One time I wanted like maybe like a blondish color. It wasn't really blonde, but it came out really light on me. And it looked good at the time. I was really excited, but then, it requires a lot of extra care that I wasn't giving my hair at that time. So hair didn't grow as much as I wanted it to. The second time around, I wanted to go for a little bit more of a reddish brown color. What convinced me to do it the second time, I was like, oh, okay. The first time I wasn't really taking care of my hair, so if I just, take care of it this time, then it should be fine. So, it looked good, like I said. I don't regret the color outcome of it. My hair wasn't like falling out, and it didn't fall out when I did it. It was just that gradually, I was losing more hair more often, and I really wasn't retaining length. I was wondering what was going on. So for me, I think color, I'm just going to chill out on that for a long time. And if I do it, maybe professional, but right now, I'm just going to chill out. Plus, I'm really liking my dark hair, my natural color. Anyways, so I'm just going to stick with it. So the 4th thing, not taking care of my hair in protective style. When I got a protective style, usually it was because I didn't feel like doing my hair anymore. Now, something that I wish I had realized is that doesn't mean that there's no work, that doesn't mean there's no work required for my hair. So I would, you know, get a protective style, get braids, maybe not do anything. Even when I got the weave that I was telling you about in the mistake number 1, not really do anything, but and then take it out. My hair would be very dry. I would lose a lot of hair. So for me now, moving forward, I when I do a protective style, I make sure I try to at least, if it's braids, spritz it with water once in a while, oil my scalp, really massage my scalp, just act like I love my hair, because I do. But yeah, so just take care of it under the protective style. It's not really a break. It doesn't really, I know it's intended to be a break, but for me, it can't really be that much of a break because I still have to take care of my hair underneath it. Okay, so the 5th mistake, stop comparing your hair growth to other people. Like, this was one of the things that even when I first went natural, it killed me. People were saying, oh, like, you know, I've been natural for 6 months, and their hair was all the way down to their butt. And I just, you know, I had an unrealistic expectation, which wasn't necessarily my fault. I didn't know how, I wasn't natural before, so I didn't know how my hair grows. I barely knew what it looked like without a perm at that time. But I had unrealistic expectations about how my hair was going to grow. So I set goals like by 5 years, I should be, you know, all the way down to my butt. Maybe I could cut it and try again. That didn't happen. I'm 6.5 years natural. And, you know, recently I've been taking care of my hair. So I can say it's between armpit and bra strap length. I guess I could pull it down for those who care. So it's here. And I've been, you know, I've been trying to take better care of my hair, getting trims, as I mentioned, all this stuff I'm not doing, which is helping. So, but one thing that's not gonna help is if you keep looking at other people and just saying that your hair should be growing this fast. Even the like typical, your hair grows half an inch per month. That's not how it works for me. I'm sorry. That's not, it doesn't work for me like that. So I don't really know how much my hair grows per month. I'm not really tracking it. Right now, I'm just focusing on taking care of my hair. And so the length will come, which is what everybody says. So we'll see about that. But just don't compare your growth to other people. Do not, not even just YouTubers, people you know across the street, people you know, your friends from like since you were 10 years old. Just don't do it. 6th mistake is not documenting enough. So during the years of being natural, I used to think, and this kind of goes into the other mistake, is that my hair wasn't growing. What am I doing wrong? All this stuff. Now I did make mistakes, but my hair definitely was growing, and I wish I would have documented a little bit more and taken better pictures, better videos. And honestly, that's part of the reason why I even created this YouTube, just for also documentation purposes for me and myself. But yeah, so if you're just newly natural, you're transitioning, or if you want to turn over a new leaf and you've been natural for a while, start documenting more, and maybe you'll see, like, you won't see on the day-to-day because you see your hair every day, but if you take a picture and maybe in 3 months later take another one and just see, you'll definitely notice a difference if you're keeping up with good hair habits. So those are the 6 mistakes I made while being natural, and I hope that maybe some of you guys can relate to this. Hopefully none of you guys are making these mistakes, and if you are, there's definitely hope for your hair and hope for growth and hope for the new year. So good luck, everyone, and let me know what you guys think. If you have any video suggestions, leave them down below. If any questions, comments, concerns, as always, leave them down below. And thank you for watching. Bye.